Today we are unboxing a new product from Kamado Joe called the Kettle Joe, and I couldn't be more excited. We're gonna get into all the features. We're gonna put this thing together, do a first cooking brisket, and even some steaks at the very end to show you the versatility and the accessories of the slow roller, and also just the ability to sear on this kettle grill. I first off want to say thank you to all of those who watch this channel and subscribers. It's because of you I get opportunities like this to partner with Kamado Joe, who sent me this grill to test out. Now, I don't get paid by them, but we do partner on a certain occasion, so I'm grateful for you, and I cannot wait to unbox this and put this together and show you the features. So let's do it. All right, friends, I am just now putting on the last leg on the base of the Kettle Joe. It comes with 3 different bolts from the inside that you're going to screw, and you will have these legs installed, and then we will install the wheels, and then we'll move our way on up to install the lid. Installing the bottom plate has 4 bolts, and you're just screwing this in. A little tip is it feels like it's not going to fit when you first put it on there, but if you put your hand in the middle and you align one end, and you'll slowly see how this can stretch just a little bit. And once you get it in there, you're able to screw and tighten the bolt. And now you're ready to put in the wheels. All right, friends, let's walk you through different features of the Kettle Joe. Let's start with the most obvious, and it's the slow roller accessory. This is the technology that Kamado Joe came up with on the Classic 3, and then came with a separate accessory to buy for your Classic 1 and 2 and your Big Joe 1 and 2. It's fantastic. Show a little clip here where it just shows you the circulation of how it produces the heat and the smoke in a circular direction to provide even cooking and even heat distribution across your grill. It's a great accessory, and it's really, I think, smart that they add it to the Kettle Joe to kind of diversify it and really make it stand out. Really cool. And you simply just put the grill grates right here, and then when you're not using doing low and slow, you remove it, and then the stainless steel grill grates just go right here in that position. The second feature is doing 2-zone cooking. This is like the divide and conquer setup, where you're able to set that up right in your grill right here. And I'll show you a clip of what that looks like as a close-up. And now you have 2-zone cooking when you're just not doing low and slow, and you're doing hot and fast, or you want to reverse sear something, or you're cooking veggies up here and you want to sear a steak. It's got that capability. So I think that's really cool. Feature here is the slow roller, and also just the stainless steel grates to do the divide and conquer setup. Let me show you the next feature. The next feature I want to show you is the adjustable hinge. I've removed the slow roller and I've already lowered it, but what you do is there is a pin, and there's a little knob here that you tighten or loosen, pull the pin to be able to adjust to a higher or lower level. And you can just push up just like this. And then I usually grab it right here, make sure I'm in the lock position, tighten it, come over here, and install the slow roller again, so you can see how easy that is. And now I'm going to turn it around so that you can see that better, making sure that that is properly installed. And that is what the adjustable hinge allows you to do, low and slow or hot and fast. All right, now it's time to fire up this Kettle Joe. I'm using Jealous Devil charcoal, lump charcoal. I've got a 2 wood chunk that's post oak for this brisket, and we're gonna go for it, night smoke. Man, I got this today and I couldn't wait. I want to fire it up and get going. So hopefully you can see decently as we show you how we fire this up. And we're going to put the brisket on and we'll walk you through step by step, kind of fast forward and do a taste test and do a final review. So let's fire it up. All right, guys, before we put on this brisket, I did want to make another note about a feature of the top vent. In pre-production, they simply had, you have to kind of bend the 2 metal pieces inside here so that it fits underneath and it allows you to slide. So I'll show a little video of that as I'm talking about that, so you know that you can move this way or that way, open or close. So we've dialed in the temp to 270. It is time, oh yeah, we're rolling smoke, baby, to throw on this brisket. And my friends, we're gonna go this way. Oh yeah. I use duck fat spray, and then we use hardcore carnivore black, and I trimmed off some fat, and we are just going for it, friends. All right, keep you posted. All right, friends, we are going to take off the brisket and we're going to wrap it right now. So get my gloves on here. Get this thing going. Look at that. Smells good. Looks good. Oh man, the juice is flowing, my friends. Close up. Look at that. The bark is set. We're gonna lay this down. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna close the lid so we don't lose any more heat. What I've done is I've melted some Wagyu Beef Tallow, and we're gonna spray and kind of squirt this thing. See if I can even get a little bit more pointed. Really try to get specifically, even if I can get underneath. There we go. And try to see if I can get underneath there too. All right. Doesn't look pretty, but man, this is something I saw from barbecue science guy, I think on YouTube, who had a hunch in theory about Franklin's BBQ. So I'm just gonna try it. I've tried it on steaks and it gave it a great beefy flavor. So we're gonna just go ahead and try this. I have already tested this out to see if it's probe tender, and it is, and it's around 205. So we're gonna go ahead and take this. Also, some of the juices have escaped. Put it on my little box here, and we are going to wrap this in the towel, let it rest, and then we're gonna slice into it and do a final review. All right, guys, now we've taken off the brisket, and I took the original butcher paper and threw it away, collected all the juices, show you what that looks like, and layered a little bit more of that Wagyu Beef Tallow on a new set of paper here, butcher paper. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing just like this and let it rest in a towel. Go ahead and lay out my towel. And then we are going to let this, and actually before I do that, I'm gonna just pour a little bit more of this juice in here so it doesn't go to waste. All right, we've sliced up the point and the flat. We've got the point on this side and the flat this side. Just grab the piece here and you can see just how tender that is. And just pull apart right here. I love it. Man, that rub is so sweet. And I also think the moisture from that Wagyu beef tallow is just helping this brisket glisten and also just give a little bite more moisture. So good. Bite into a little bit more of the fatty part. Wow. This is so good. Excuse me, man, I gotta continue to eat some of this off camera, but a few observations. This did a really good job. The Kettle Joe did a really good job. It held temperature 270 to 300 for 5 or 6 hours, and we let it rest for 45 minutes to an hour. I usually go longer, but it's a late night and I was ready to dive in. It got a really subtle but yet light smoke ring, but as you guys know, it's not about the smoke ring. It is all about tender and taste, and this tastes fantastic with that great rub that we had. And this just looks good and tastes good and pulls apart. And friends, I encourage you to try this recipe and also consider the Kettle Joe. It's $4.99. It is a fantastic price to get into the kind of the Kamado style experience, yet being a kettle, and have the Kamado benefits that we talked about earlier in the video. So encourage you to continue to follow the channel, subscribe, turn on the notification buttons, as I'll continue to roll out some more videos on the Kettle Joe, and I can't wait to do more cooking. And from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue, and we'll see you next time.